Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. We are now 43 days away from the hopeful midterm elections. What the hell happens if we have them? Who knows? Who knows if we even have these elections? You now have the World Economic Forum coming out and preaching they want a climate change lockdown. They want to restrict people's movements in the interest of saving the world. Okay? They are now comparing why it's so important to, get this, the COVID lockdowns we had. You know, those lockdowns that were so effective in flattening the curve, yet they wouldn't do anything to the economy. It didn't change COVID one bit, and it destroyed the world's economy. But hey, let's do it again. You know, what the hell? This is straight out of the WEF. I want to read this quote to you. A huge number of unimaginable restrictions for public health were adopted by billions of citizens across the world. There were numerous examples globally of maintaining social distancing, wearing masks, mass vaccinations, and acceptance of contact tracing applications for public health, which demonstrated the core of individual social responsibility. This compliance with this could help realize the My Carbon initiatives for shaping the future towards smart and sustainable cities. Yeah, okay. This is a report they put out this week. We are going into an election here in 43 days. We need to obviously throw out every liberal. We pretty much need to throw out every incumbent Republican as well. You think I'm kidding? Okay. Obviously, you know I'm a conservative. I'm a constitutionalist. I am not a Republican. All right. Again, we will make that clear. Mitch McConnell, everybody's favorite turtle. Now, he's not up for re-election. His favorability currently sits at 7%. Just makes it really difficult to understand how bad were the Democrat candidates in Kentucky that McConnell won. Okay. Is there nobody, I mean, granted, Rand Paul, okay, but is there nobody else in Kentucky that can beat this moron in an election? 7% favorability. Unbelievable. Then you go into ones that you think would be a whole lot more pro-American, I guess, if you will. Have you guys seen what's going on with the JCPA? This is the internet censorship law, okay? Where basically this is Amy Klobuchar, remember her, the whack job from Minnesota who ran for president for about 12 seconds, before everybody laughed her off the stage. All right. The JCPA is her baby, the Journalism Competition and Preservation Act. Basically what it is it's censorship, okay? Only the stories that the news puts out are going to be allowed on the internet, practically, is for what she's calling, okay? They want the establishment media and the social media companies to be able to work in cahoots with each other and silence people like us, all right? The only ones who will get any time on Facebook or, YouTube or Twitter or any of the other trash havens that are out there, we'll focus on putting out the media narrative. Sure, because CNN and MSNBC, The Atlantic and GQ and the Huffington Post, they're such reliable news organizations. They tell the truth so often. All right, so here's where it gets to be the problem. This is going back up for vote on the Senate committee today. It's been shot down twice, okay? This time it's probably going to go through. Why? Ted Cruz has decided to join with Amy Klobuchar to allow the media to censor us. A couple of weeks ago, the bill got shot down because of an amendment that Cruz put in the bill, and it didn't. There were people that said, the Democrats were like, we're not going to go with this, okay, because Cruz wanted something decent. So Klobuchar pulled the bill off the table. Well, now Amy Klobuchar has convinced Ted Cruz to rewrite the bill to make it more liberal-friendly, so the liberals will vote for it, and he agreed. So now you have Ted Cruz and John Kennedy from Louisiana. It was another senator that I thought was a decent guy, I guess I was wrong, who are going to pass this, going right into an election. Yeah, let's see how this one works. All of a sudden, we know how things are going. Herschel Walker is leading. Carrie Lake is leading. Let the media companies change the narrative from the truth to the Democrat communist narrative, and let's see if they can pull out a victory. 2,000 Mules, anyone? We need to get rid of every freaking incumbent. Every Democrat and every Republican. All of them. If they're an incumbent, vote independent. Do not vote for a Democrat, okay? That's just, you might as well go polish the hammer and sharpen the sickle in your backyard if you want that. We need people that love this country, that want to follow the Constitution. Ted Cruz, a freaking constitutional lawyer, and is going to screw this up. I don't... Somebody, please tell me. McConnell's great for this, okay? You wonder why his approval rating's at 7%. Why is it that you never, ever hear the left compromise? I'll give them credit for that. They dig their heels in and they stick to their beliefs, and that's it. Compromise in Washington works one way. The Democrats say they want this, and the Republicans go, okay. It never is this way, okay? It's time they dig in there, the Republicans, the conservatives, whatever you want to call the GOP at this point, dig in their heels and say, no, ain't happening, end of story. You come our way or nothing gets done, period. Screw this social media censorship crap, okay? The Second Amendment, the First Amendment, these are not up for debate, guys. Mark Zuckerberg has no authority none, zero, to police what anybody says on Facebook. If he doesn't want to be a place where people can have free speech according to the First Amendment, then he needs to go out of business. We don't need to leave his platform. His platform needs to leave society. That's how that one works. If you won't support free speech, you don't belong in this country. And I'm perfectly happy to send Zuckerberg and his Chinese wife back to China where they can live under communist rule just like they want, okay? We're not bringing that shit here, period. Throw every one of these bastards out, every single one of them. And I know you and me are not going to be able to make a dent in this, but 89,000 of us across the world, all right, that might win. If we had that many votes, that might win my congressional district. But more people need to hear this. And there are enough people out there that are fed up, that are like, this is not working, okay? The people that we have in there. 7% approval, and you are the leader of the party in the Senate, and 7%? Really? You wonder why this country's so screwed up. We got a mentally deficient box of mashed potatoes in the White House, Miss Word Salad herself is the vice president. You got an alcoholic running the House of Representatives and a complete moron on both sides running the Senate. And we wonder why this country's doomed. You know, give us your tired, your hungry, your poor, your huddled masses. Give us your stupid, too, because we're going to put them in Congress. Pinball out.